John, back in the summer, you said one downside to the Bahamas is we make for a really long season. Does it feel like a season opener, or does it feel like you've been at it forever and ever?
Well, I didn't coach down there. I mean, it was funny. Before our last game, Aaron was like, 2 games ago, wow, he hadn't coached us in a long time. He said, wait till these freshmen really see him start getting on us. So I think it's okay, and I think what's happened is we got a lot of guys that have really gotten better, and the question becomes, how do we keep that rolling? I mean, how do we, the continuous improvement that you need if your team is to play its best down the stretch. Now, I've seen teams play unbelievable in November and December, and everybody thinks they're going to do this and this, and they peter out. And normally when I see a team like that, I say they're too good too early. They're too good too early. You're playing like it's March, and the only thing you can do is come back. So hopefully we have a real upside to this team. Playing 4 freshmen and a couple kids that didn't play much last year should do that for us.
John, is there an area where you think, okay, we might be okay starting out, but by March I think we're going to be really good at this?
If we're to do what we'd all like us to do, or most of us in the room, it would be defensively. We'd be really, really good. Why do you laugh? I say stuff and guys think they know what my mind means, what I mean by everything. Why is that?
Who doesn't want you to do better?
I didn't even know what you're laughing at. Why would you bring that up?
Who in this room wants you to do better?
I don't think anybody, except the guy that chases the coaches down the hallway, maybe.
You couldn't be wrong about something. Nah.
Cal, these practices been what you wanted to be in terms of the competitiveness of
Yeah,
the groups?
they have been, and I had to turn it up the last, few practices. We made them really ultra competitive, and everything was a win and a loss, and they really got after it. And but now, starting today through until the 27th, I don't think we'll have any more contact because we're going to have 6 games in 11 days. So we will have no contact. It'll just be sharp, hard practices, no 5-on-5, no body. Now, I told them if we don't compete in a game, then we'll go back, and I'm not worried about it. We'll practice full body to body. But as long as we're competing and playing, asking them to play 6 games in 11 days, the good news is they're not playing full games. You're not playing 35 minutes, and so you should be able to do it. Basically, you're talking 3.5 games in 11 days.
You also talked about trying to avoid this, but how do you keep with 2 platoons, avoid having 2 different teams within?
They've been really good. We're doing a lot of stuff off the court together. The leadership of the team has been good. The competitiveness has gotten, they're tough, but they're not nasty about it. They want to win, and they take great pride in it, but it's been good. I mean, it's going to be a season-long thing everything we're doing here is, whether it works the first week or 2 weeks of the season, doesn't mean that we're not going to have to make adjustments. And there are things that are going to happen as the season goes on, and we'll just deal with them. I mean, right now, I know this is what's best for our individual players, no question. And right now, they've all bought in. Right now, they're taking pride in this. But going forward, it's going to be the challenge. No one's ever done it this way. Now I'm hearing of all the guys. Geez, there are 55 teams that done it this way, really. I mean, and that's fine. I mean, I didn't do this so that I'm a genius. I told you, I'd rather not do this. I hope I never have to do this again. But right now, with this team, this is the fairest way of giving every one of these kids an opportunity and letting things play out on the court that dictate where we go.
Cal, some of these freshmen change their bodies and stuff going through rock, but you see a change from when you started to now just by going through everything here?
Yeah. I mean, Devin Booker's really improved, and Trey now is starting to step up. Carl has gotten better, but they all got a ways to go. I mean, Tyler, we can all say what we want, but he's in our practices, and he's going against 7 foot, 7 foot, 7 foot, 6'10", 6'10", 6'9", 6'8", 6'6", 6'7", 6'6". And he's not looking as good in practice as he does in the game. He looks good, but he's not like You know, I mean, this is a different deal, and that's why they're all getting better, because the competition is forcing you. And then Andrew, he's not even the same player. I mean, his mindset is totally different. He pushes himself. He's not stopping. If he's hurt, he comes back in because he wants to finish. 2 days ago, he shot too much. Well, he shot too much because the other 3 guys weren't ready to play, and he wanted to win, so he scored himself. Yesterday, he didn't shoot at all. He must have had 10 assists. So what's happened is he's challenged by Tyler. Tyler's up in him, and it's making him play better, and he has to guard a little guy. So what's happened for all of us? Dakari going right at Carl, and Trey going right at Alex, or Alex going right at Trey. It's been great stuff.
Every year, you've got players who have to change habits. In terms of substitutions and stuff, these are your habits, right? So how much are you having to kind of go against the grain for yourself a little bit here?
Well, the only thing I'm going to have to do is keep an eye on individual guys, and if they're not performing, then, they're out, and let that group stay. Or if I want to make them hold each other accountable, I'll take the whole group out and let them deal with it. How we play down the stretch, I have a good idea how I'm going to do it. The last 2 days, we've had a finishing team out there. The first day I had 5 guys, they stunk. So yesterday I did something different. Andrew and Willie hit me today and told me what they thought, which was good. And, it's just we're starting to come together. It's really early. We need adversity so bad. We need to get hit in the mouth as soon as we can. We need to be down 10, and let's figure out what we are. We need to get these freshmen into heated games where a basket matters. Can you make shots now? Can you make fouls now? We don't know. I mean, until we get some adversity, are we big? Ooh, we're really big. Do we have like 5 Anthony Davises? Absolutely not. We have not one John Wall. Not one. But we're really good players who, are not that far apart from each other, trying and playing together and doing pretty good.
You don't have adversity, but you got a lot of hype as the team. I mean, they're older. Can they handle that better this time?
We're going to see, because we got 6 games in 11 days, and their practice. I mean, Aaron's been the last couple of days. He's been. You just got to rebound more. Alex is there are shots of him that are like woo, and then he reverts a little bit. He's got to keep stepping. Trey's now trying to do the things we're asking him to do. Dakari's been so steady. Willie, the last couple of days, and from the exhibition through the last couple of days, has been crazy. So my whole concern right now is watching each individual, making sure guys are getting better. If each individual gets better, our ceiling as a team grows. If I worry just about running plays and our system of play and all that, it limits what you can do eventually. And eventually, we've got to get guys as good as we can get them, and then let's make this team that kind of team, which is what we did a year ago. And this thing is going to take time, and it's going to be a process just like last year's team. It's going to be all the hype we want. Won't matter. You got to do it on the court.
And when you made the schedule, what did you want out of so many games this early?
Well, part of it is because of what we're doing with those 4 games. We had to shove them in a 2-week period. Then we're shoved into the Kansas game is shoved in because of the timing of it. And then you got a Providence, and all of a sudden you look around, those 4 had to be in the first 2 weeks. And then you have the kid, but all of a sudden you're like, ooh, what just happened? And so, but it'll be fine. I mean, it's like I said. I mean, we need to. Tomorrow's game, let's panic a little bit. Let them make their first 3 shots. It's here we go. We try to press. They get a dunk. All right, let's settle down and play. We need some teams, and every team is going to be inspired. See that these guys are crazy. Why would you want to be the starting 5? Oh, they're going to name me. Yeah, those first 4 minutes, that team is on fire. So now you're the second 5. They're a little settled down. Here we come in. We're jacked up. The good news is if you're the third 5, that's the one that should be able to go at them a little bit. But
Last question. John, another subject, what's your opinion about possibility of high school players bypassing college to go play overseas? I mean, you have a opinion?
If they have, if there are academic issues, I wouldn't blame them. I don't think kids are going to do it unless they have academic issues. Why would you do it? I know what's happened for the kids at State for me. I think that number's 820, well, the last 14 months, it's 355 million of created wealth. That doesn't count shoe contracts or endorsements. You can check that out now. I want you to run it down. So it's a proven. Now, maybe that works over there, maybe it doesn't. If you have academic issues, I'd do it. If you don't have academic issues, I'm not sure that'll happen.